Automation rules. In this video, we'll discuss how to create and manage automation rules. To get to the automation rule panel, first we'll have to get to the automation processes. From here, we can either choose one of the quick links, taking us to the new rule creator or automation rule list, or use the top menu to go to the automation rules list. Here, we have a full list of all the automation rules that are visible to our account. Starting from the top, the groups are folders in which you can group similar automation rules for easy management. Rules in the same group can be easily managed through the action menu, allowing us to toggle their active or inactive state, as well as being able to export the analytical data regarding their activations. The search menu allows for search based on rule title, with a choice to display only active or inactive rules, as well as rules only made by the current user. The sort menu allows us to arrange the rule list based on a date of creation, or last modification. We can also switch to list view for easier mass management of the automation rules. Each rule's action menu allows us to duplicate the rule, cancel any planned emails by the rule, active or deactivate it, as well as delete it entirely. We can also view the analytics of each rule to see how often it was activated in a specified time period, export the data to the file. Scrolling down on the analytics page, we can see the overall stats of how often the rule has been activated on different times. Its overall structure. The email statistics of all emails sent by the rule. Including how many users have received this email, its open rates, and hard bounces. Let's go back to the list. From here, we're able to create a new rule in the top right corner using the Add New Rule button. This is the automation rule creator. And here we'll be able to create our new automation rule. Starting from the top, the settings menu allows us to change the name of the rule, assign the rule to one of the predefined groups or create a new group, decide whether this rule will be shared amongst other users, and change how often and how many times the rule can be activated for a single contact. The number of rules run per one contact is the amount of times, the maximum amount of times, that the rule can be activated for a single contact in our CRM. The interval between rule activations allows us to set a minimal cooldown time between rule activations. For example, if we set this setting to 7 days and we have the rule activate today, even if contact fulfills the required actions meant to trigger the rule will not be triggered until the same day next week. This is a useful setting to ensure that emails and other marketing messages are not flooding the inboxes of any of our clients. Setting this to 0 will mean that the rule will activate immediately every time. There are 3 categories of blocks that we can use in the automation rule creator. First are the events. Events are the triggers, which are combined by the OR operator. We can add new elements by using either the plus symbol by each category or manually opening the Elements menu. Let's say we want to create a basic tagging rule based on the website the contact has visited. We would need to click, drag, and drop the box into the appropriate category. We can add more than one event, condition, or action. With the OR logic operator, the rule will trigger if the contact visits any of the URLs we have listed or fulfills any other event blocks that we have added in this category. The next category is the condition. The condition will determine the path that the user will take, depending on whether they fulfill the condition or not. For example, if the contact does possess the tag that we have listed here, after, of course, visiting the URL, they will only be given actions from the if yes path. If they do not have that tag, they will only go through the if no path. Keep in mind, if we do not have the condition category, the if no path is not available to us. The actions category are the processes that are done to the contact. We can add more than one action to each path for more complex operations. The last setting in the creator is the time delay. between the events and the conditions. This allows the rule time to wait before we check the condition. This is especially useful for rules such as an abandoned cart rule. We can check the conditions a specified amount of time after an event has happened for the contact. We can also check the conditions one more time after a specified amount of time has passed if the contact has reached the if-no conclusion. Once we are ready, we can save the rule we have created. Of course, we have to make sure that we save all our settings. There are three types of rules that can be created. Depending on the combination of categories they receive. All three categories need an action at the very end. But it is not mandatory that we have both events and conditions. The next combination involves an arrangement of conditions and actions only. Since this rule will not have any events, it will not be able to activate itself. It will only be able to be activated manually through either the contact card for an individual contact or for mass contacts in Contact Management panel. Going back to the automation rules list, we can go to additional menus on the left-hand side. First, we'll go to Automation Email Analytics. In Automation Email Analytics, we're able to view the statistics for all rules and all emails that are sent by them. Similarly, in Automation SMS Analytics, we'll be able to see all the text messages that were sent by our automation rules. Lastly, each account has a default set of scoring rules. The first set involves scoring the contact based on the visits that they have on a website. We can choose to award or deduct points based on their visits on a site, which will be added to their overall contact score. Set the same settings for their actions and responses towards emails, and on social media. Please make sure to save your settings on the bottom right when you have set all the scoring rules that you would require. To learn more, you can visit our website at support.salesmanago.com.